Hello pussies! Today I will help you to grow some bulls. General sentiment in the market right now is that the bull cycle is over and we are going to zero. Or the second general sentiment is that this is just a correction before the last pump. Before the last pumpage that will happen, and after that the whole shit just goes to zero. I think most of you should get fucked, as most of you got fucked with Bitcoin. None of you have fucking Bitcoin at this stage. And this is the same fucking playbook that is being played out currently on this market. Today I'll talk about two assets. I will talk about Bobo and I will talk about Pepe, mostly with the focus on Bobo. I will tell you where the fuck are we exactly and where all this shit is going from here. You either will lose all of your money or make 100x. A nice bet that I will fucking take each and every second of my fucking life. Let's start. This is the chart of Bobo. Let me show you some magic, some fucking magic you've never seen before. So this is the whole movement that happened on this chart. Since the bottom we had our wave 1, we pumped around 18 million, and then we dumped to almost 6 or 7 I think. Then was the second wave, which is the highest one, the biggest one in terms of the returns, in terms of like in comparison to who actually entered, right? We got to $150 million market cap. We had wave 4, which was a correction. Since then we had wave 5. This is the finalized upward movement of the asset, which was moving up, right? What we usually have after this type of movements, we have corrective waves. Wave 1, wave 2, which was a correction to a correction, which was pumping. Wave 3, wave 4, right now, wave 5. This is exactly something where we are at. Very interesting thing that, speaking of Bobo, the current levels, we are only 20% since the top, but let's do since the bottom. We are only about 15-20% away from the top of wave 1. My take here on what will be happening next. We are either going to fucking zero from here and nothing is happening and nothing ever goes up and the bull market is really over and this asset is done, or all of this is just fucking accumulation. Exactly the same as here. And what will be happen moving further is another expansion. And eventually all of this will look like this. No one would fucking care. Absolutely zero people would actually fucking care, right? The same way as you don't care currently at this stage what was happening through this consolidation. You were not following the X. You were not talking to people about Bobo. You were not accumulating. These are all the things that I was doing myself, right? You were not doing YouTube videos about Bobo, and I was. Through this time, right? It's a very interesting setup. And a very interesting thing is that the average market cap level through this accumulation was somewhere around $2.5 million in market cap, which is exactly right. It is right now just 10x higher. If an asset is kicking off the move 10x higher than before, after the accumulation that took all this fucking time, what do you fucking think will be happening with an asset? Previous accumulation was 278 days. Let's check out the current accumulation. The current accumulation is 588 days. Pretty fucking insane. I didn't know about this before, right? So the current accumulation is exactly 2 times bigger than the previous accumulation. And the current accumulation is probably going to end somewhere 10 times X higher than the previous accumulation ended. However, in the previous accumulation, Bobo at the end of the whole thing went down to 900k market cap, right? I was not buying here. It went to 1 million. I actually might be expecting that something similar might be happening this time. Like I'm seeing $18 million as the bottom, 9 million as absolute fucking bottom, but if 9 million comes, it's probably over. It's probably done, right? 18 million, I see it might be coming here eventually. So this is the overview at this stage in terms of Bobo. Now we have to talk about Pepe. We have to do the same fucking exercise here. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Corrective waves. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Take a look. The top of the wave 1 is very, very similar to the current setup. On Pepe way even lower at this stage, right? But you also can argue that this was just a fucking week and the real top is here, which means that we're exactly at the top of the wave 1 at this stage. Do you remember what I was fucking showing you about Bobo? And right now, we are 20% away from the top of the wave 1 at this stage. Pretty fucking insane, right? What do you hear about Ethereum? Tell me. You hear, Ethereum is dead. Nothing is fucking happening. Ethereum is going to zero. It's a bad asset. Vitalik is a leftist. He's supporting some weird people and things like that. The sentiment for Ethereum right now is an absolute bottom at this stage. What is about meme coins at this stage? Like, meme coins are fucking dead, pump funds suck out all the liquidity, nothing is there, everyone is stabled up. At least everyone in meme coin space is definitely stabled up at this stage. Who the fuck right now buys or holds meme coins on Ethereum? Who the fuck is doing that? No one is fucking doing that. No one is fucking doing that at this stage. It's not the end, which means that if the market is not going to fucking zero, there is the maximum amount of capital sideline to flow into this place. And the setup would be that all the Solana boys that racked for tens of millions in the meantime, in the last couple of years, they would see Ethereum pumping, they would not want to allocate into Ethereum, and they would be allocated into Ethereum meme coins. And essentially everyone who would not want to buy Ethereum or would miss the move, they would be looking to speculate elsewhere, which are Ethereum meme coins at this stage. Pepe and Bobo. I think we are a generational setup at this stage. Like, if you are buying this stuff right now, you feel like a fucking degenerate. You feel like you will lose all of your money. And I was zeroed out 3 times in the last 6 months. 3 times in the last 6 months, I had less than $20,000 in liquid cash. I'm probably not the fucking person to take financial advice from. You probably should stay away from me in terms of taking the financial advice. Because the tendency is that I will just get zeroed out one more fucking time, right? That's correct. This is it, boys. This is everything I wanted to share at this stage. I think that max pain scenario is this thing being a correction, us going slightly lower from here, us having this last leg up, that everyone would be thinking it's last leg up, and they would be selling, they would be going to stables, and us essentially just continue higher and higher and higher from there, making sure that all of the crypto natives are fucked, making sure that all of the crypto natives are out of the assets that actually go up. This is how I would architect, this is how I would structure, this is what I would do in order to rob everyone. Because in order to rob outsiders, I need to rob insiders first. I need to make sure that none of the crypto people has any fucking supply in any coins that I want to push and rob the retail, rob the default people out there. They did not even join at this stage. Thank you very much for watching this one. Stay healthy and rich, and I shall be seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.